Tony Simpson and Tyler Chess to table 8. Tony Simpson and Tyler Chess to table 8.
It's changing every day because yesterday everybody was cracking it in the back. Just figured I'd let you know. Good luck. Good luck.
Ray Sharkey and Joe Murray to table 4. Ray Sharkey and Joe Murray to table 4.
What's the score here? I just walked in. Jim Davis. Oh, this is a good match. Jim Davis plays from Cleveland. And who's he playing? Shane Morrow. He's from what? West Virginia, possibly. That's Bill Davis. Or no, wait, Jim Davis. I'm sorry, Davis. There's another Bill Davis here playing Shane Morrow. Both these guys play good, so he's probably out. So not sure the layout.
Hit him hard. Probably a bit of an edge off that. That's great. I would hit bar boxes. best players play fast. Ball looks like it does have two. Yes, he did. Yeah, you played a good match too, Mike.
He left a lot of games.
Yeah, he did.
These people where he was playing for. He's a man, I guess. Yeah, that was a big sign. Getting on that.
The big problem I see with these players is that this guy doesn't good at staying down on the ball. This guy stays down on the shot, follows him all the way to the last stop. Anybody else that moves,
We got Earl Strickland over here. Hey Earl, why don't you come join us for a second? So what, you won, what'd you play, one today or two today? One match?
I only played one match. It was my first match.
So what do you think of this format, Earl? Do you like it? The way
Well,
Mike's
it's
trying
all
to-
right for everybody else, but not for me.
It's tough.
Well, if I lose, I'm out of the tournament.
Pretty much.
But,
Yeah.
you know, if I can keep, pressure on the guy and not make some mistakes, I got somewhat of a chance
As long as, yeah.
in the race to 5.
Yeah.
We're
You
going
know, loser side.
Five.
Yeah. But yeah, Mike's just trying to get it for these other guys have a chance. But I was watching you hit him earlier, hit him pretty good in the back.
It's funny, the bartender, you get on this table, he kind of frees up a little bit before everything looks so easy. But then the position is so tight, you can't do a lot. So I think it's psychological.
And Gigi to table 2.
Message. I took on a couple of cut shots there that I wouldn't have taken on the victim.
Also, I just wanted to let you guys know.
Cut one in the corner. I didn't even think I could do it.
Really?
No, I didn't. Remember when he snookered himself on 5? Richie, the guy.
Yeah, Richie. Yeah.
And he kicked the 4 ball and he missed it going in. He got hit it coming back. He left a really good shot. I was proud of this. But these two guys here, who is it? Jim Davis?
Good matchup. Shane's ahead.
These guys are in my bracket. I don't need any good players. I need just players I can beat. I just,
Hey, it's not how you play, it's who you play.
I need players that I know can make a mistake, not break and run out every time. Because, but if I was playing Mike Galassi, what would I give Mike? 5-4.
No, you guys are playing even this tournament.
Oh, we play even?
Yeah, because
Okay.
he come runner-up.
I was wondering about Mike. He's a tour player too, kind of. He ain't on the tour really, but he's.
Well, he was spot one game last tournament. He come runner-up, so he had to beat out. He said the finals, each guy about to give up an extra game.
But I don't even know who's winning this match.
Shane,
Shane's winning 3-1. Okay, so.
hey, when you won that Open this year on the bar table, did you win a US? Did you win this year on the bar table? You won a big tournament.
On the U.S. Open 8 Reno,
On a diamond
on
table?
these tables, yeah. These exact tables. I think they were a little tighter. Seemed like the pocket was smaller, a little smaller to me.
Yeah, but you never played much on bar tables, did you? You always played nine figures.
Well, people always want you to play on the bar table because they have the tournaments. And then I was invited to play on some of my tournament out years ago. At one time, I literally didn't play on it. And then I heard rumors that I couldn't play on a bar table. That kind of didn't sit well with me when I was playing at the top of my game years ago. And so I said, well, I'll go show you I can play on a bar table. So I went and won a few bar table events. And once I won a few of them, I said, well, I proved to you I can win on a bar table, and I went back to playing on the big table. And I didn't want to play on the bar table anymore.
Well, back then, you had so many big table tournaments, you didn't really have time.
Yeah, I could pick and choose a lot more. There was more tournaments. Unfortunately, there are not a lot of tournaments right now. I think pool will get out of this little depression, and eventually it'll come back.
Well, we're working on that.
I just hope I'm still alive when it happens.
Yeah, just keep on running every day, keep in good shape. We're getting it.
Or I'm not a skeleton in a closet or something. Oh.
We're actually, me and Mike Lossie's talking about doing a couple pro events. We're talking about doing something. Actually, it's going to be
This isn't my idea of competing. It's fun, but you know, at the same time, it's still not what I worked for all my life. You know what I mean?
No,
I mean,
this is more for the amateurs.
I'm not going to beat around the bush here.
You're just here to make it fun for these guys.
That's exactly right. I'm here actually as an entertainer, I think, more than to try to win this tournament.
No, you're here to help out.
I got to come to terms with that. Mike, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't come here expecting to win this tournament. If I do, I'll drive myself crazy.
Well, actually, you came here. Your object wasn't to play anyway. You're just going to do it.
Well, at first, yeah, it was. I wasn't going to play.
And we talked into playing.
You did. You talked
The
into
patrons
playing.
like watching you play. They never seen you in person.
And it's fun to play against me. I'm sure.
And they love it.
I don't
People
like it
talk
when
about
they win, but I just.
But they talk about
But you know, like I said, I got to come to terms with it. I'm here as an entertainer more than anything to try to make people, you know, have a better time here. You know, to sign some autographs for them, take some pictures.
something to talk
Just
about.
talking about pool in general, anything. You know, just.
Yeah, I sat in the back with you a little bit, telling them stories. We're starting to take notes for the book. You know, we're going to do a story.
Yeah, we're going to start taking a lot of notes. That's
And
for sure.
them stories are amazing. I mean, there's not too many people who can tell stories like that. There's not,
One of the best stories I ever heard, but nobody understands it, is Willie Hoppy and Byron Nelson. Willie Hoppy was the last American three-cushion champion. Okay, Byron Nelson was a professional golfer. Did you know the differences? Did you know you knew Willie Hoppy?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But you didn't know Byron Nelson.
No, I heard the name, but I don't.
Probably heard it, but you don't follow golf.
No.
But Byron Nelson was a great golfer. You know, he just died. I think he died this year or last year. Willie Hoppy. I think Willie was older than Byron because Willie's been dead for eons. So I think Byron had to be young and Willie was old, obviously. But anyway, they were friends, and so Byron Nelson invited Willie Hoppy. And Willie Hoppy was great. You know what I mean? He was like the most phenomenal three-cushion player anybody had ever seen. I'm sure there are better players today, but the materials they were playing with were different.
Exactly. Yeah, I
You know,
seen
back
filmed
then.
them. Filmed. Actually, I just seen it. Mike got a Willie Hoppy.
You know, his name today is still as alive as almost as it was when he was alive.
Like Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
Same.
You know, he's one of those guys. But anyway, so Byron Nelson invited him to the golf course to watch golf. And they're sitting in the clubhouse watching the players come down the 18th. So they've been sitting there for 3 or 4 hours watching the players play the 18th hole. So Byron looks at Willie and says, Willie, what do you think of golf compared to three-cushion billiards? And Willie looked at Byron Nelson and says, well, I don't understand why they don't make the first putt. That's how much a perfectionist the guy was. He wants them to make the 80-footers and the 50-footers and the 60-footers. He didn't think there was... He's such a perfectionist, he thought that it was a flaw to two-putt.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? It was the most amazing thing when they said that. The guy that told me that, when he told me, I thought that was the greatest story I ever heard.
Why you got it?
He wanted you to make the first putt. That was amazing.
Well, you know what? People's funny. You know what's funny? Someone was watching you play, And I said, what do you think about Earl Strickland? They go, well, I don't see what's so tough. Everything is shoot straight in. So what's so tough about that? It's easy.
Well, even the tough shots can be easy too for me.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard a few players make a few statements about me over the years. When I break the balls, if I make a ball, I don't need the easiest shot in the world. I can come with a tough shot and get back in line. Where a lot of guys struggle with them shots, they don't feel comfortable. They might play safe and let you back to the table. A lot of times I'll make that shot and won't let you back to the table. So there are a lot of differences there. You don't realize it. If you're not afraid to take the shot on, you're taking the guy away out of the table. You know, he can't kick and get back to the table or nothing. You let the guy back to the table, he can kick you safe and still win the game.
That's a difference with the girls. The girls don't make them shots. They play a lot of stage.
I'm telling you, I'll shoot more shots than most of other top players. I'll go for more than they will because I have it in my arsenal, and that's the difference. And I think there are some players out there that are like me too at this time. Mika Eminem's one of them. I think he can reach back and come with a shot if he wants to, over electing to play an easy safety on the shot, you know.
Corey Dole's another one, I think.
Corey's an excellent shot maker, very, very creative.
It's
the game, the game will dictate you. That's the one thing I like about pool versus golf. I play golf. I play tennis. I run. I love every sport just about except I don't like soccer. I don't know why. It doesn't do anything for me. But pool it dictates you. And in golf, you can go out and dictate the golf course. You can go out and dictate the other player playing tennis. But in pool, once you break the balls, they tell you what to do. So, therefore, the first move in pool is a dictation. So, you're really never going to get rid of that. So, so if you can break 11 times in a row, you can win the match 11-8 and broke 11 times and never broken one around. But you made smart decisions, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
Yes.
You've made excellent decisions because each time you broke, you had to make a safety or a kick or a rollout. Only three things could have happened off of the if you didn't break and run out.
You know, you had a good thing. You told Mike, and it was pretty good. You should have a pool tournament. I don't know how you had it, but have a computer set the balls up, and each guy got the same pattern.
I'd like to play rotation like that.
Had the same pattern for the same guys.
That would be nice to do that on a 5x10 and play rotation. And you got a system like that that gives you the same pattern every time, where you can set the balls right back up where they were, and each player can try each pattern without making dots or interfering with the cloth or marks or anything. On a 5x10, that would be a fun game because you just have to do a little more with the cue ball throughout the run, and I think that would make it interesting. Well, this guy here, obviously, I'm not paying attention with the match as much as I should. The bar table, it seems too easy.
Well, it is. I haven't played for a couple months. I get in a tournament.
It just seems like
you got big pockets.
Yeah, if the pockets were smaller now, it would be an interesting table to play on. I think.
Yeah.
More interesting. And these guys would struggle a lot more too. These guys that just run over these tables most of the time really don't realize if they play on a tighter pocket, that they would struggle a little more. So the score now is what? 4-. We don't even have a score up here.
It's 3-3.
Oh, it's 4-4. 1, 2, 3, 3. You're right. I see it now. I see the marks. 3-3. Yeah, the guy came back. Davis came back. After I was running my mouth for so long. I'm not paying attention here. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not commentating this match as accurately as I should. But we've been talking about pool, so that's the subject right now. We're playing pool. As long as we're talking about pool, I guess. A lot of people out there's probably saying, "Oh, shut up," or something like that.
No, but you know what? You have some good comments about the U.S. Open, about what they should do different to change the game. You're talking about the pocket size. You're talking about.
They opened them up in the last few years.
Yeah. And
they were tight for a few years there, and I was doing well. I won it in 2000 when they were tight, and then I had some good finishes in the last 5 or 6 years when they were tight. You know what I mean? But it seems like since they opened them, I got routed by a couple of guys I never even seen before. So I want to get beat by somebody I know, that I know is capable of beating me. Not by some flash in the pan guy that ain't never going to win another match, maybe. Just had a good, broke the balls good.
So what's his
against me.
reason for that? He just wants to make it. Why is he doing that? The bigger pockets.
He wants to make it friendly. I don't want to make it friendly. I'm not a friendly guy when it comes to playing pool. You know, you're tampering with my livelihood. You know, I want the pockets as difficult as you can get it. And that's another thing. Like I said yesterday, that's what the beauty of golf is. That the cup is 4 inches big, and it stays that way. It doesn't change. If they made the cup 8 inches big, so many people would beat the better players. It'd be a joke.
Yeah.
Like Tiger wouldn't have won as many tournaments if the cup was bigger.
Exactly.
He would have lost more because they would have made more putts.
It wasn't because of him. It'd be other people.
No, when he has a bad ball striking round, and a Tom, what's that guy? You get these real good ball strikers like Tim Clark. They hit it real straight. That don't mess up much, and they get a good ball striking round with a big cup like that. They shoot 12 under. If Tiger's hitting it all over the planet, all he's going to make is pars. You see what I'm saying? So they're gonna distance themselves. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The same thing's happening in pool.
We
When you make the pockets bigger, you can distance yourself from them. You understand? You can get up and run racks.
Yeah. That in a short race, you don't have to. It's tough to win.
But it's the opposite. If you make the pockets smaller, I distance myself from you. It's interesting, Mike.
That's the truth.
It is the truth.
You proved it.
And there are going to be times that I'm not going to be. I won't play well on tight pockets also. You know what I mean? I have my share of moments where I don't play well too. But what a shot he just made with the jump stick. Of course, I'm no fan of that stick, but I guess I'm going to have to start using it. I ain't going to get rid of it. Maybe I start my own tour and get rid of it. That's about
we're going to have a tournament, and me and Mike's talking. It's going to be the Strickland Open. We're going to do a little trade show. We're looking for a location. We want to try to bring pool back if we can.
Well, at least you're not waiting until I die.
No. Hey, we're the same age. If you die, I'm not going to be there either, so I got to hurry up too.
But anyway, that was a nice shot he made. Regardless of what he made it with, it was a hell of a shot.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's going to run out. And who is this
Shane.
guy?
This is Shane.
This is Shane?
Good player. Good.
Yeah, both these guys are in my board, too. I don't like that. So that's not good for me. That's not a good sign for me that both these guys are in my board. They would be in my board.
Hey, when you played, what was it? The tournaments, the toughest table you played on?
Well, one of the toughest tables I ever played on. You know, you can have tough tables that are like they're set up, they're like have a gimmick to them. You know, we once played on a Peter Vitale table that had the slate deeper than these. Imagine a slate deeper. You know what happens? The ball, if you shoot a ball hard, it hits the back of the pocket, goes back on the table. It never goes down in the pocket, right? And we played on a table like that once where you couldn't shoot very hard. The ball, one time I was about a foot from the ball shooting it straight in, and I had to draw it real hard, and I hit it, and the ball came back and almost hit me in the head. Out of the pocket, it came back and almost hit me in the head. But Siegel won that tournament. Siegel won all tournaments where the tables were phony, okay? Now, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was getting to. Tables that are phony can be tight, too. But I don't like phony tables. The tightest fair table I ever played pool on in a tournament, I thought, used to be a tournament in Charlotte, a place called Rob's Roast. They had about 5 or 6 tournaments. The pockets were less than 4 inches. They were really, really small. And that was a serious mistake they made right there.
After that nice shot.
Almost stopped for a minute with my
I did the same thing with my ox.
Crazy story and talk about what a mistake he made here. Now he's got a tough cut. He's got to whack it. He's got to really chop it. I don't think he should spin it if he's going to cut it in. If he can cut it in.
Is that too close to spin? You can't spin it that close, can you?
It looks close enough. I mean, far enough away to spin it in, but it might be better to straight cut it and not spin it. God, that's amazing. You know what he did? He put inside on it, and it went back off that other rail on the side. That's amazing. So that was a careless mistake right there from the 8 to the 9. There you go. That's pull, folks. That might cost him the match. But back to what I was talking about. What was I talking about?
About the tight table.
Oh, yeah, the table at Rob's Roost. I was in the finals 5 times there. They had a tournament 6 times, I think. And I was in the finals 5 times. I won it 4. And the only guy that beat me there was Perica. What a great player. It took some player to beat me on those tables. They were less than 4 inches big, the pockets. That's really small. Believe me.
Yeah.
You can't imagine. When you get under 4 inches in pull, it can get really crazy.
Fast cloth and kind of.
And JR knows what I'm talking about. 4-inch under 4 inches is you're really getting small. And they played really well. They were Gandys, and I was surprised how well they played. They were real good playing tables. They were some of the best playing Gandy tables I ever played on. And I thought that was one of the best records I ever had in pool for one tournament, other than the Akron Open. I won it 9 times. I won the Akron Open 9 consecutive times.
I was there the first time you won.
That was my winningest tournament, without a doubt.
Dottie Starcher, Joe Kerr. I knew that's where I first seen you play.
I had places I played really well. Toledo. I played really well in Toledo. It always seemed like I played well in the fall. As soon as the fall hit, and we talked about the humidity last night, a lot of people need to learn about humidity. Pool, it plays a leading role in this game. And the fall is my best time to play pool. Winter, obviously. Okay, so the score is now Jim Davis 4, Shane Morrow 3. And I'm just not familiar with all these players, ladies and gentlemen. You'll have to forgive me. I don't know who I am almost anymore. The women took my identity. I just
Hey, it was funny. I was out in the bar last year. A friend of mine seen the pool hall, and never played a game of pool in his life. He goes, "That's a nice pool hall." He goes, "You gonna have exhibitions?" And yeah. He goes, "Who's the best player? Is it still Minnesota Fats?" He asked me if he was still the best player in the world.
That is really hilarious there. Huh?
He was very nice. He just
that's pretty funny. He's been dead for eons, and he never could play a radio. He was a comedian, actually.
He was.
He actually was a comedian in pool. That's what he was.
He reminded me like W.C. Fields.
Yeah, something like that. He was a funny guy now. I'm not going to say he wasn't funny. He was funny. And I even used some of his little cliches a little bit. Throw them in my exhibitions here and there. The world, he'd say. They played all over the world. What world? It was weird. It was funny how I said that. Weird. Right, Gerard? The weird. I played sheiks and princes and everybody. Oh, beat guys out of oil fields. He was a funny guy, really. A lot of guys really didn't like him. It was funny. A lot of the, most of the envy was the fact that he was funny, and they weren't. I think a lot of it is towards me too, like that, because I'm such a character, and I got away with words, and that's what people envy a lot. The ability to speak is a talent. Don't worry, it truly is a great talent. I ain't never going to say it ain't. It's the ability to, speak and not get, stumble and all that stuff. And say the right things, and make people laugh. That's people envy that, But I envied him too, I guess.
Now, what would you do?
That was a funny roll right there.
Yeah. Now, what do you do on?
I don't know how he missed the combination, but he did. But he's just going to bank it on the 9
bank
now.
on the 9. I didn't see that. Yeah.
That's a gimme. Did he?
That's it.
Is that the match? So Jim Davis wins the match, right? Jim Davis wins the match over Shane Morrow, and Shane Morrow had that match won. He made a critical mistake when he didn't get out with the 8-9 on the table. You know? You know that when you make a mistake like that, it's the same as putting. Let me explain. It's a deceleration. The way you miss position and miss balls is from deceleration. I promise you. But it's so subtle you can't detect it and how it happened. You can feel it a little bit, but you can't correct it somehow. And it comes from nerves. It comes from nerves. Believe me, it comes from the nervous system. I went to a sports doctor one time and tried to get a pill, anything that would correct the nerves and pull, stop it, eliminate it, right? So the doc looks at me and says, I only got one thing I think I can help you with. I said, okay, give it to me. He gave me a beta blocker. I took it and played a match. I was more nervous. I lost the match by a landslide. I almost had a heart attack. He told me that things could give you a heart attack. I says, you know, I'm so hyper anyway, this thing's going to kill me. He told me to keep taking them. I says, man, there ain't no way I could take another one of these. I says, I might collapse. I says, I'm already hyper. I just wanted to calm the nerves somehow. He says, I don't think that's possible. I says, I don't think it is either. And I looked at him and I says, that's how difficult pool is. It's a nervous game. It's not a reaction game. It's all around your nerves. And that's why it's the hardest game in the world. And I don't care what race car drivers say. I don't care what baseball players say. I don't care what football players say. I don't care what tennis players say. I don't care what golfers say. I don't care what any other athlete in the world says. Their sports, the nervous system is not as acute as this one. When you're playing, the nerves can't take over as easy. They don't understand that. The nerves can take over very easy in pool, and that's why it's the most difficult game in the world. It's a mind game and it's a nerve game. And forget about these guys. They got guys on billboards out there. I should be on that billboard because I'm the greatest pool player ever lived. If I am, and I'm playing the toughest game in the world, I should have $100 million and a statue. Where's my statue? You know what? I'm going to leave. I'm going to blow up right now. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I ran 4.5 miles this morning. I thought I had calmed down, but I better go run another 4. I'm going to blow up.
Okay.
No, you know what? I'm feeling good. I really am. Runner's high. There's nothing like it, ladies and gentlemen. If you're able to run, get out there and do it. I recommend it. Okay, I'm signing off. Earl Strickland. Mike Moosey here. Thanks a lot, Mike.
Hey.
Maybe I'll come back and do another match later.
Definitely. Thanks, Earl. Thanks
Okay.
a lot. We'll do some more talking about what we're doing. So, okay, we got Gary Patrick here. Gary, why don't you could join us for a second? Well, Gary, what do you think about Earl? He's a hoot, isn't he?
Oh, Earl's a lot of fun. He keeps you laughing all the time. He got some great stories. Been all over the world, obviously.
Like I said, if he quit pool, he could be a stand-up comedian, entertainer.
Exactly. We have a lot of fun listening to him. You got Tyler and Dan Blue going to play now.
Yeah, Tyler, Billy Tyler's from Georgia. He's from, he come up with Babyface, wrote up with Babyface. Nice guy.
And Dan Blue's one of the local players here, good player. He's a 7 in the APA. I don't know what he is in the BCA, but he's a very good player. It should be a good match.
Real good match. They're both playing well, too.
And then we're going to bring up, I believe, Babyface will play next after this match is over. So it should be another good match.
Bill Tyler and Dan Blue. Bill Tyler's funny. Earl seen Bill, and he goes, you know something, like, look at Bill. You don't think he could even play the radio. You look at him play pool. this okay? I didn't even see who got the break there. I can't tell who's okay. Oh, Bill Tyler's shooting right now. Hey, do you know where Bill Tyler's from? Did you ever see a movie Deliverance?
Yes.
The Burt Reynolds movie. That's where Bill's from. That town.
Wow, very good.
And that kid playing the guitar on the bridge in that movie Bill went to school with them.
Very
He
good.
still lives there. Billy said, if you heard the banjos playing, row faster.
Shane Morrow and Joe Murray to table 7. Shane and Joe to table 7.
Okay, we're in the booth here. Playing the safety on the 1. And he did manage to duck it behind the 5 ball there. So, interesting shot to play. Local players here. Safety there.
9. Donnie Webb and Ryan Thompson to table 5. Joel and Andy and Joy for table 9.
Icebreakers, which has 14 pool tables. And next to it, we also have a summer bar called the Beach Shack. It's a summer atmosphere with a volleyball court, and we also rent that for parties. What makes us different than other restaurants is we're family-owned, we're not a chain. I've been here my whole life, so I know all these customers by first name.
I come here every time I come in town. I'm from Florida, grew up in this area, friends with Mike and John. Love this place, it has great food. I love the fact that it's a family-run business and it really makes me feel at home when I'm here.
We got 12 screens here, so we show all sports imaginable, from football, baseball, hockey, and my favorite, NASCAR. So no matter who you are, you're gonna find something here you like. Whether it's coming for a full dinner, a drink, an appetizer, or shoot a game of pool, we love to have you here.
Okay.
That's Billy Tyler.
Yeah, we got Bill Tyler. Blues.
I just walked up here and I haven't paid attention. What is the score?
The title, the score is now going to be 1, 2,
Okay. Dan Blue in the lead here. A pretty good matchup between the two. I know both. Yeah, know both the players. They play about the same speed. It should be a good matchup for them.
We're firing at some balls and so I'm making some decent shots. So we're here at Icebreakers Pool Hall in Youngstown, Ohio. This is a place that you're here all the time. You deal with this place.
Yeah, I'm up here pretty regular. I actually live in Florida.
Nice place to live.
And I come back and forth. Mike and I are friends and help them organize and set up the pool hall. And we kind of put it together for league players, and we run our weekend tournaments. Works out pretty well. I try to split my time a little between here and Florida. Play over on Merritt Island at Chalky's Billiards.
Yeah, I love Florida. I used to play at Capone's.
Oh yes, been over there. I go over occasionally. It's pretty good tournaments over there also.
It's my favorite pool hall is Rocky.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one.
Capone's is a good place.
Capone's, Strokers,
Hammerheads.
Hammerheads, yes. And mostly I stay over on the East Coast, around Cocoa Beach, Merritt Island area. Have some nice pool halls.
Played at a good pool hall in Florida called the Art of Billiards. It's in Gainesville.
Oh, Gainesville?
Yeah.
Nope, haven't been there.
Played a seminal 10-ball tour there one time. I like Florida.
Oh yeah, I do too. We're going to go down for another Seminole one on the 4th of November, I believe it is, down there in Hollywood.
Is that the championship?
I don't know what it's called, but
I know they play that championship down at the casinos.
it's at the Hard Rock.
Yeah.
Mhm. left it hanging. Billy should be in pretty good shape now. Still looks like he has a pretty good makeable on the three.
All he's got to worry about is coming off that 6 and going right
Into the corner. Took too long.
Got down stroke, sat still, and strokes more, and finally hit the ball. Gotta go with the gut.
Yeah, he left himself a little tough. Looks like he tried to save him.
Yeah, he sure did. Too bad the dog there, he got him taken. So you can see the ball.
May get a safe right back. Dan will get ahead. He's a pretty good kicker too. He may make these. Oh, he got a little luck there. He's getting the commanding lead here. Puts Mike Velocity up next, and then we'll bring Earl Strickland after that match. Puts Dan Blue on the hill.
He's on the hill, breaking off.
Yep, got a pretty good break.
Looks like the one passes the 5. All right, he's going to slow him down, risk the scratching folks.
Nice.
I would play the safe. So,
I think he wants to try to get out. He's been looking at it a while.
the side looks like a better target than that corner. Yeah, see, that's the problem with
That
that.
might have cost him.
I would have for sure ducked there. Just being so far away from the pocket. You got to really be good to be able to fire that ball.
Yeah, I think he just figured he's 4-1 in the match, and if it went, he's going to win, you know.
Sure. I've seen people come back 9 racks,
Oh, yeah.
gamble, saying, oh, I'm just going to play whatever, and then bam.
Then you get beat.
And those are the top level players. I don't think I would do that. Okay.
That Billy came with a nice shot.
Yeah, I got nice lead there. He loves those boost-up shots. Spin around the table. This guy plays pretty good. I saw him some balls so far.
Oh, yeah.
Too bad.
Billy plays good.
He stays down on his ball. Follows through real nice. He doesn't cue very close to the cue ball, though. So far away as cue is.
Yes.
Details.
But he has a solid game. It's a pretty good matchup between him and Dan Blue. I feel they're both pretty equal.
He's hooked.
I think he's hooked. Yeah.
Came up short.
try and kick it up table. I don't think he's going for a make here. Came out pretty good.
Safety battle. Comes out on top.
Nice hit. Got a little unlucky.
Oh, whenever you send the cue ball flying around the table like that, you should expect it to eventually find a pocket somewhere.
Exactly. Billy ought to be able to handle this out.
Yeah.
That's it. See how the break goes for Bill.
check out babiesproshop.com. Let's make velocity. If you make it, it's this event. So Bill Tyler's hitting at 909 and Dan Blue is at 730. ProPool.com stats. Bill's going to, well, this is a touchy little cut shot in the corner here. I've seen a lot of great players miss this ball. And see, he missed it again. That's such a funny little shot there. That back cut into the corner. I mean, I watched Delicious miss that ball against Corey Dool on ESPN for the 8 ball and the 9. He would have won the 1. And he missed that ball exactly like Bill just missed that ball. I don't know what it is about that shot. It's so tricky. But I see a lot of people miss that ball. You really double and triple check what you're going to do with that. But I think they're trying to miss the other side corner pocket scratch. So they hit it a certain way, thinking they're going to pocket that corner ball, and it just misses. It always hits that bottom rail and bobbles. See what Dan, I don't think he can do anything with this ball besides touch it. I would guess he's probably, see what the other camera looks like here. What you can do besides try to go into it, go off the 9, go back up table. Okay, he's just going to play it around. Good shot. Got a mark up on the 9 ball. Let's take a look here. Look at this ball, see what he can do. I don't really think there's much he can do besides just play another little dink shot like Dan just played on him, which I think he's probably going to do. Go into the rail, go into the 6, just dink it. Give him the next, and then I guess they're going to go do that back and forth for the rest of the night until somebody finally breaks a ball for him. So, he's got the chance of scratching back, carrying back and scratching in the pocket, which is kind of a dangerous shot. And did he even hit the ball? I don't think he did. Yeah, they're going to play the back and forth. So that was locked onto the 6, completely on the 6. Frozen or not. Bill's shooting at 909, and Dan's shooting at 730. On the ProPool.com live shot by shots. Thank you guys. Did a good job. Throws up.